What happens to investments when a bank account holder dies without any nomination? That's a topic for discussion today in the Market Secrets investment series. Before we get started with the today's session, I'd like to mention that we at Market Secrets have recently launched Algo Traders Program ATP. If you're someone who is interested in learning end-to-end algo trading, then you can consider joining our ATP program. I'll leave the link to it in the description section of this video. And with that note, let's jump into today's session on what happens to your investments when bank account holder dies and has no nominee. Let's start the session with some assumptions. So this is an only one holder account, that is a sole holder account and not a joint account, and there is no nominee to this particular account, and the original holder of the account is now dead. Okay, there is one more assumption here, which is there is no dispute between the legal heirs. Okay, since there is no nominee, the bank has to settle through legal heirs, and we are assuming that there are no dispute between the legal heirs. Okay, so with that assumption, let's look at what are the documents that we would need. Okay, so the original account holders death certificate we would need, and the KYC document of all the legal heirs we would need, and the letter of disclaimer from the legal heirs who do not wish to inherit. For example, right, you can think like there are 4 legal heirs, wife and 3 kids. In that case, right, if 3 kids say that they don't want this money, they need to submit letter of disclaimer. Okay, so whoever don't want that money, they can submit a letter of disclaimer. Also, they need to submit letter of indemnity. I mean, whoever want the money, they need to submit letter of indemnity. Okay, so letter of indemnity and surety from all the claimants. So for our example, right, we mentioned the 3 kids will submit letter of disclaimer. So the wife should submit the letter of indemnity and surety because she is the one claiming the amount. She is the only one claiming the amount. So she should submit it. In case if one of the children is also claiming the amount, they also need to submit this thing. Okay, so that's the next thing. And you also need the bank account details of the claimant. Okay, so whoever want that money, right, they need to provide the bank account details to enable the transfer. And you need to submit a revised claim form with the attestation and affidavit, and also it needs to be signed by all the claimants. Okay, so these are the documents that you would need. So if you look at it, it's very complicated. That is why you should always have the nominee in your bank account. If you don't, you are making it incredibly hard for everyone to claim that money. Okay, so it's better to have the nominee to every bank account. If you don't have it, you better nominate it today. Okay, so don't take this lightly. So let's get back to the topic for today. So these are the documents you would need to claim the money if there are no nominees. And with that being said, what is the application process? So the claimants need to submit the application to the bank. Okay, so they need to write a letter or fill the application form, and they need to submit it to the bank. And the same process is being followed for the FDs. Okay, so even for a savings account and FDs, the process is going to be same, but there will be minor differences between each bank. So some document might ask for some other additional documents like a photograph, something like that. So it might be slightly vary between each bank, but this is the overall process. Okay. And finally, the responsibilities. The claimant will remain liable to the legal heirs of the deceased holder in accordance with the law. Okay, so if 2 people are claiming the amount, if the amount is transferred to just one person's name, so he is liable to settle it with the other one. Okay, so that needs to be very clear. Okay, even though money is being transferred to the claimant, it needs to be settled properly with the legal heirs. So this is how the settlement happens when a bank account holder dies and he doesn't have any nominee tagged to his account. So if you have any queries, comments, or feedback about this, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to address it. Also hit the like button if you have liked this video, and share it with your friends if you find it useful. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video or conduct a live session. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.